think a lot of parents, fans, players came out, and just want to say congratulations for them to bringing that first kind of experience to Cayman. On Asha's journey, where should I start?
Ascension Football Group have been really good in the programs that they've put on, and from an international stage, they are able to bring in talent so that our local talent is able to play with them, learn things. It also highlights our people for those international talents, the coaches, the scouts. But what Ascension Football Group has done is to put Cayman on the map, so to speak, and I'm very pleased with the work they've been doing.
Very important, you know, I mean, for them to have the connections and so forth to bring that level of academies down, and having them to have the interest and see, you know, the vision that an island like this do have talented players, do have talented Caymanians at a young age that they could come and explore and at least have the exposure to see what they're capable of. So very important, yeah.
I got home from training one day, and my dad pulled me aside and said, "Guess what?" And then he told me that I got selected to train with Inter Miami, and then we were just really excited, and I had so many questions.
That was amazing news to hear when Ethan spoke to me about that. I was pleased as punch, because for me, in my own perspective, that means that Inter Miami, who's an excellent football association, saw something that they liked. And if we can find one person who benefited from the Ascension Football Group program, we will have done well for that program. But I'm pretty pleased with what they've been doing.
Very important. And I would say, you know, we do have, I mean, developing our kids at a young age is probably a key foundation with any sport. Where we usually see that there is a gap is critical is around Asha's age now. And to have an opportunity to then kind of explore, and kind of go further into that career opportunity, this is a very critical component of it. And to have that international exposure and that professional exposure, you know, any opportunity to do that to advance their football career is very important. Whether it's a university, whether it's an academy, and I think the connections are there that Ascension has as well. And, you know, I would just encourage them to continue bringing those opportunities to a lot of young Caymanians.
I mean, I went into the showcase just trying to do my best and get the most out of the new approach that the U.S. academies brought. But from the start, I realized how into the training the coaches were. So I thought if I tried my best and gave 110%, that I might be able to get selected.
And to have an opportunity like this on our doorstep. I mean, many people who want to explore a journey like this have to travel far, have to incur a lot of expenses. This opportunity just is at our doorstep in Cayman, and it's very good for, you know, future footballers in Cayman, especially with Asha's age. And, you know, I just hope that something like this, where the Ascension Group could continue to produce this.
This stuff doesn't happen very often. Like, this is the first showcase that's happened in Cayman, and it's really nice that something great's come out of it.
It was a proud moment. It was a proud moment for many parents that was there as well, just to see, you know, that level of coaching, the different style. I mean, every coach have their own style. So to be able to adapt to a style of coaching as quickly, the showcase was one day, you know, but it was enough that we could kind of see how the approach that those academies, you know, took their professionalism, brought it here to the showcase so that the kids could experience that. So that was very important to observe. We enrolled Asha into some of the clubs on the island from the time he was 5 years old. I have 2 girls as well. We did enroll them as well. Their interest went elsewhere, but Asha were able to develop a love for the sport, and he's been playing ever since. Well, it was, you know, it was well organized, and I think the level of coaching and the coaches that came with the various academies stood out to me as well, you know. So I attended the showcase on the Saturday. I was able to see the coaches kind of gather all of the players, which was various clubs throughout the island, got them together, organized them, and put them into some training drills that was very productive. And I just thought it was real well done. So that stood out to me as well. And then just the organization of the games, the invitational games at night was great for Cayman as well. So those are the things that stood out.
I'm looking forward to the professional coaching from the U.S. academies and the players there, like to see the level that they play at and see how I compare to them.
Very, very, very important. And every parent, they want to see their kid succeed, no matter what field it is, wherever their passion is. And for Asher, his passion is football. And, you know, my wife and I, all we want to do is create that environment, give him that opportunity. Obviously, with the help of others like Ascension, that they can kind of explore their journey and make the best of it. And that's all we ask, right? Not to try to put too much pressure on them, but they'll eventually need to grab it themselves. So we can just provide that opportunity. And as parents, I think we're trying to do that.
Well, it's really nice that Ascension did that, because without that, the opportunity wouldn't have been possible. And like I said, like all my hard work and dedication paid off, so it's nice.
I would just say to the Ascension group, please, please continue your efforts. I'm hoping that you get much more support next year. I'm hoping that, you know, the success of this you can leverage off of and continue in the future. So I know there's a lot of talented Caymanians on island, and they are looking and eager for the opportunity. And I think this is one avenue that they can explore that opportunity. So please continue.
I'm just want to say that I like the work ethics of Ethan. He has been driving force behind it. He's never wavered in his commitment to ensuring that our local talent gets exposed, and I appreciate that for what he's been doing for those people and for our country in general.